Hello, what's up, my friends and my family? Here we are. I can't believe it's Thursday again. Welcome to my Radiant Wrap. Some of us are joining us for the first time. Some of you have been so sweet and supporting all year since we've started the Radiant Wrap. And today I have a special friend, a new friend. I'm going to bring her up in just a moment. I want to give you a moment to come on. So just wanted to ask you how your week was and remind you that this Radiant Wrap, it's purposeful. You know, I've been doing this all year, and in part it was started to in order for me to overcome that fear of judgment and rejection and encourage any of you that have those type of fears to step out and do the same. And the Radiant, it is an acronym for how I believe we should be healthy and whole. The Radiant is an acronym for rest, activity awareness, diet, introspection, which is our prayer and meditation, agua, which is water, note taking, which is our journaling, and training. And today I want to introduce you to my friend. Let me bring her up. This is my new friend. Her name is Angel Kensis. Did I say your last name right, Angel?
Yes, you did.
Hi, Angel.
Hi, Shannon. Thank you for the opportunity.
I just love.
I do that all the time when I end my class.
You do?
Yes.
Well, did you see that Ethel is on? Did you see Ethel? Your friend Ethel is on. She's been here for like 10 minutes.
Hi, waiting. Ethel.
So I just wanted to actually, let me just tell you, friends, how we met, how Angel and I met, because we have not even met in person. All right. So last month, one of the things, and you'll hear more about this, but Angel and I are colleagues, and we both work or are contractors. We do very different things within wellness as instructors. But we are colleagues, and we both have contracts with this company called Tivity Health. And last month I was traveling and I needed to have a sub. So some of my classes that I'm teaching online are with Tivity Health, and Tivity Health owns the Silver Sneaker product. And one of the things that they have so many different things for that we can partake in, and one is called Flex classes, Flex classes. And these Flex classes, some of them are Silver Sneakers, but there's a lot of different classes, Zumba, yoga. And what it does, by us being licensed by this and contracted with this company in this program, anyone that has Silver Sneakers as part of their insurance plan, we get credit for them attending our classes, and they attend free. Well, there's been a lot of changes since the pandemic. And one of the changes is a lot of us are starting to teach online. Well, if you have a class that is contracted with Tivity Health, you have to have a sub that also has that same contract. And I needed to find people to help me and I didn't have anybody like, okay, who is teaching online like me and also has this contract? Well, from a couple years ago, I had a list of everyone around the country, and it dawned on me, you know what? These are flex classes. So it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody within the 10-mile radius that can get to the location. So I started calling people, and I want to say just a shout out to Stacy Huston, because she ended up subbing my class. But also, Angel was one of the sweet people that said that she was available and willing to sub for me. And so, first of all, I want to say thank you, Angel.
You're welcome.
And I want to make sure that you speak up just a little bit. So I want people to hear a little bit more about you, because Angel is awesome. She was just recently, even though I had found someone to sub for me, we became Facebook friends. And I read her story that was just recently put in the Sun Centennial, and it really inspired me. And so I wanted to share that story with you. So first, Angel, will you tell our friends what your profession is?
Well, my first profession is a hairdresser. I became a hairdresser in New York back in 1976. So it's been a long time. I had my own salon in New York and Seattle. And so I do that part-time now. But my second, and almost equal to my hairdressing, if not maybe more or the same, is my fitness that I never believed I would ever do.
And that is where our stories meet, because Angel is an avid wellness instructor, but her path to fitness, and this is why I think it's such an inspiring story for you as well, it came from a lot of adversity and even grief, right? And she is a Zumba instructor. So why don't you tell our friends, Angel, how long you have been teaching, and even tell them how long you've been teaching and how you first got into being a Zumba instructor.
I got my license in October 6th of 2012, and never expected to even teach ever. And my friend invited me to go to a Zumba class because I was 222 pounds. I couldn't move. My knees hurt. I mean, I was really overweight. I had lost my husband in 2007 after 42 years of marriage. He died in 4 months. My high school sweetheart, I was just broken. And my friend invited me to a Zumba class, and I said, no, I could never do that. And she really begged me. And I started to get into yoga because one of my hair clients said I should try yoga. So I did. I went to the studio, I did yoga. And while I was there, my friend was there doing Zumba right after the yoga. So I went into the class and I saw all these girls that were in shape with their 6-packs and, you know, their bathing suit type things. And here I am, way overweight. I sat there for 10 minutes and left. And then she begged me to come back again. And the first time I went to go see, I stayed in the class, in the back of the class. And all I could do was move my arms. And who now is my roommate and who got me involved in the Zumba is Hugo Garrido. And I saw him dancing, and I always loved to dance. I was a dancer as a teenager. And I just fell in love with just dancing and the energy in the class and the camaraderie and everybody, the love after. It just sucked me in.
It sucked you in. So tell me, and let's just cut that a little bit up, just kind of and carve that a little bit, because I want that to sink in. You said a lot. You said, first of all, that it was 2000, you said 7?
Well, my husband died in 2007, and
right.
I got involved.
Our condolences, because even though it's 2007, that is still after 42 years of marriage. And didn't you just come to Florida? You had moved from New York. I guess, were you guys retired when you moved from New York to Florida in 99 or 2000?
99. From 99, we moved here, but before that we lived in Seattle, and before that we lived in New York. I met my husband in the Brooklyn Navy Yard. He was in the Navy, 1965. I was 16 years old and he was 19. And we met, we fell in love. Yeah, we had our 3 children in New York. And then in 78, we moved to Seattle. And then we came to Florida because we fell in love with Florida.
Okay.
And he was here for 8 years before he got cancer and passed away.
So, and I believe, okay, so Angel is in South Florida, by the way. So she's not here in Tampa where I am. But your husband, was it a long illness that?
No, 4 months. He was healthy, in shape, in construction, didn't drink, didn't smoke. He had done it years ago, but he was very involved with the church. He was a minister, and he worked in the prisons. And yeah, he just got cancer. They didn't know what it was until a few days before he passed away, and it was kidney cancer. He never had any kind of sign of it at all. So
it was a very quick transition for you to go from being with this man for 42 years since you were 16 years old to being widowed. Yeah. Which is devastating.
Yeah.
And then, so did you pick up weight after that, Angel?
I was always a little heavy, but I got heavier at that point. I went up to 222 pounds because I was just beside myself. I was numb for the first couple of years. The first year was bad. The second year was worse.
And did something else happen after that?
Then I got cancer. Yeah, I got cancer in 2009, melanoma. And honestly, at that point, I had no idea what it was. I didn't want to know. At that point, I didn't even care if I died. I really didn't know, but I had to go into surgery right away. I had ignored a mole on my leg, and we were at the pool with my sons. My family was here, and my son said, I don't like the way that looks. You better go get it checked. And I did, and the doctor said, it's a melanoma. You got to get in right away. So I had surgery like within, I don't know, a couple of days. I was in surgery. I had 85 stitches. I have a scar on my leg that is about this round, and it had 45 stitches. I had a basal cell here removed, and I've got a long scar there that you can't see. So I've been in remission.
You had a lot. You had a lot going on.
Yeah, I've been in remission.
After losing your husband, after having surgery, your friend convincing you to go into this Zumba class, and this is where you meet your friend and now roommate Hugo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the back of the class feeling like, and I just spoke about that last week, how instructors, we have to be sensitive to different people and their where they're coming from in their lives. When they come into our classes, we want them to feel uplifted and motivated. So how did you go from the back of that classroom? How awesome of an instructor was Hugo to have you coming back again and again, and then eventually for you to decide to become a Zumba instructor yourself?
Well, slowly I worked up to the front of the class, and then I became a front row person. That was my spot. And I just wanted to learn. And one day we were at the gym, and he was very shy, so we didn't become friends right away. He would do the class and he would leave because when he's up there, he's doing his thing and then he's done. And so I just loved the people. They were just so friendly and caring and everything. And I was hurt and I was in pain, So one day I went up to him and I said, I just want to thank you because this really has changed my life. And I remember he just backed away and he goes, it wasn't me. It wasn't anything I did. He said, it's what's in you.
Wow.
And that, I get the goosebumps when I think of it because that was like in my head. And so one day I was doing the class and a nurse came up to me and she said, he said to me, I really think you should get your license because I think you would have a lot of people around you, it would do you good. And I said, no, I'm a hairdresser. I'm not interested. I'm busy enough. I work full time. He goes, no, but I think it would be good. You could go to the convention. You could meet people. So I did. I went and I got my license thinking it was just to meet people. Well, one day this nurse came up and she said, Angel, she says, we love to watch you in class. Could you come and look for I want you to interview for this job. It's a new center, a doctor's office that's having a community center. And we need a Zumba Gold teacher. And I said, no, I'm not interested. She says, oh, please just go. She says, please just go. So I said, okay, I'll go. And I went in and I got hired. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I was going to do it. But Ugo, at that time, we were friends and we became roommates because I was all alone and a widow. And he was teaching me how to do my classes. He was giving me music. He was actually training instructors. He was a jammer. So I was learning from him. And once a month, I would go to those trainings with him. And that's how I learned. So I got hired. And after about 4 months, I started to teach 6 classes a week.
Wow. And it's a lot of work. I mean, I early on in the Zumba craze, when it came to the United States, I was a Zumba instructor as well. It is a lot of work. I'm hearing an echo. I don't know if that's from your volume maybe, or is it maybe
because I didn't change anything. Maybe somebody that came in.
No, I don't think so. Let me see if I can move back. Are you hearing an echo on your side?
No.
Okay. All right. So I can just ignore it. So it takes a lot of work and guts to be a instructor. And you were I know, I love whoever put that heart up, right? If you have questions for Angel too, please just put them in the chat and we'll put them up. So now you have been teaching for years, and once the pandemic happened, is that when you started teaching online?
Yeah, we were forced to do something. So, my job in the salon closed down and everything closed down. So thank God I had Ugo. We both decided, let's do a studio in the house. At first I was in my living room, which was horrible. It was like it took over my dining room, living room, and my whole house. And then I said, you know what, let's just do it in the garage. So we turned it into a complete studio in the garage. And so now I'm teaching. I was teaching up to 11 classes a week, plus working in the salon 5 days a week. And so I've cut back. I have 6 classes a week, and then I work in the salon every other day in Boca. There's Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
A sweetheart.
So I would imagine then Sherry is one of your students that takes your classes?
Yes. She actually told me in the doctor's office she did meditation. So we became friends.
Aww. Yeah. So that's wonderful. It seems as though you're inspiring so many people. In fact, I believe that Zumba had a really big article. One of their first really big articles was about you, Angel. And I know that just recently the Sun Sentinel had a big article on you. And it talked all about the adversity of, losing your husband and how you're, physically and mentally, emotionally, all that you were going through, and then going on this whole wellness journey. And now you are such an inspiration for so many people that are suffering and going through loss, and maybe they're overweight, and maybe they have had a loss, and they can look to you for inspiration. It's not like you were 25. I'm not giving away your age. I mean, you were 35. No, you were not young going into this profession.
63.
And so have you, look, you're saying,
there it goes.
Yeah, that's me. See, I don't have no shame, but I don't put anybody else on front street.
Right. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. So.
Yeah, me either. Yeah. Wear those years with honor, right? So what do you want to say to anyone right now that is experiencing loss or feels like it's too late for them to do something different?
Well, I think first of all of us that are survivors that have overcome something, I think it happened for a reason so that you can be help to somebody else. So we all have something in us that could reach out and help someone. We don't want to keep it to ourselves. I never thought that I would be doing what I do. And I love it so much that I just became more educated. I'm always training. I'm looking into better myself, which I never thought that would happen. But because I think my heart went out to seniors because I was raised by my grandparents. So I always had like a special place in my heart for seniors. And now that I'm a senior, it just kind of, it happened. I mean, after he died, I was just so hopeless that I think God just began to open up doors for me. You know, I remember one day I was going to work in the salon, and it was only a few weeks after he had died, and the pain in my heart and the pain in my stomach was so bad that I remember looking in the mirror and I was crying and my makeup was all over. And here I am going to a high-end salon in Boca, and I've got to work and I'm late for work. And I just said, I'm going to call so-and-so. I'm going to call my daughter. I'm going to call my sister. I'm going to call my mother. And then I realized, you know what? I can't call anybody because nobody knows what I'm feeling. Yeah. And then I just looked up to heaven and I said, God, please, you have to help me today to get through this day because I need strength. And I just got up, I wiped my face, I did my job the whole day, not even a thought. And I came home that night, I walked in my bedroom and I looked at that vanity where I had cried that morning. And I came in and I realized that I just had joy that whole day. And I just looked up and I said, thank you, God, you gave me what I needed today. Yeah. It was a day by day thing. And nobody that I could talk to could help me. So it just, I think from there, God just opened the doors to meet Ugo, to get into a class. Actually, the girl that invited me to the class, she was the same age as me, and she passed away a year later. She had a procedure done on her heart, and she died on the operating table.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so God used her to bring me into this. Yes, and then with the help of Ugo encouraging me, like I said, you always need that one person.
You do.
And then that made me just, one thing led to another, the doctor's office. And then, you know, people started to come in and then they wanted me to do other jobs. And then I worked at other places. And then I started to do motivational speaking. I even went to a couple of facilities where I just did like an hour speaking on my story after the Zumba Story came out. So it just kind of evolved. And now, with all, you know, the Sun Sentinel coming to me and asking me, hearing about me, and then my goal, my dream, and I love to do hair. I love that. But my dream really would be to have a live talk show on TV and just do it special for seniors. That's my dream, because every talk show has young people, they have food, you know, they have movie stars,
right?
Whatever, but nothing is really for seniors. And I would love to have seniors come in, interview them, talk about different subjects that would help that senior community.
Well, keep holding on to that dream. I love the fact, like you said, you're 63. That's inspiring for me. I mean, yeah, I'll be 59 in a couple of months.
No, I was 63. No, I was 63 when I started.
You was 63 when you got it.
The first class that I walked into, I was never in a gym. So that was a while ago.
Got it. So you don't even look 63 now. So I mean, everyone can do the math and see how beautiful you look, how loving what you do and taking care of your body can, you know, help sustain you. Doing all that you can do. Obviously, you know, you're enjoying what you do. Ethel says that you are her reason for exercising, and she does not plan to stop. That's what she says. So I definitely appreciate you and the idea of you continuing to dream. As long as we're on this planet, we have a purpose. And I think that you're living and stepping into yours on a daily. So how can people, besides reading the Sun Sentinel, how can people learn more about tapping into you? Because now that you're online, you don't have to be in Boca or in the Boca area. Yeah, I agree. What an inspirational testimony. So how can people find your classes if they want to
Well,
find you?
I'm on Zoom, and my Facebook is Angel Kinsies, Kinsses. They could either call me or email me. My email is angelkinsies@gmail.com. And
we'll put that in the chat too. It'll be
Yeah.
attached to this interview.
And my
so
phone number is there. I give my phone number out. I'm public. I'm very careful who I accept as friends on the internet. I'm just very careful about it, and I'm very careful who comes into my class too.
I gotcha. Understandably so, but we will attach that to this interview. And I just want to share anyone that is just coming in that Angel is a widow who devastatingly lost her husband after 42 years of marriage, had not done any type of fitness her whole life. And then right after that, she had a cancer scare herself. And so she's a cancer survivor. She was over 200 pounds, and she walked into a class. And this, again, I was talking to instructors last week. So whether you're doing Zumba or you're doing weight training or you're doing yoga, whatever it is that you're doing, understand how you can make someone feel when they step into your classroom. So bravo to Hugo for being that inspiration for you, and all my instructors that were before me that inspired me as well. I'm so grateful to them. Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much for joining us today. And God bless you. And I hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. And thank you, everyone, for showing up. And this
Sherry said, Sherry Siegel, is that
Siegel? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So she said God gave Angel what she needed, and she paid it forward to many other people. So you're still, inspiring so many people. And we just thank you for it. And all of you, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay, I think Angel and she would agree with me that you have greatness inside of you. Just start where you are and do what you can. We love you, and it's nothing that you can do about it. Bye.
Could I say one thing that's really important? Because Ethel and Sherry are both there, and we've all survived COVID. Sherry and Ethel are right now surviving COVID, and I survived COVID in March for 8 weeks. So that's amazing.
That is amazing, and it is a testament to, well, I'm just going to say it, my friends. I encourage you, if you haven't, to consider getting the vaccine and staying as healthy as you can, because that will help you to fight that horrific virus. All right, my friends, take care. Have a great rest of the day and the weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now. Thanks again, Angel.
Thank you.